I so want to do a YouTube video today. This is like I've lost count. I'm losing my voice a little bit, but I wanted to touch base with you guys. A lot of love is on my mind. When I say that, I just mean like there was Valentine's Day a couple of days ago, so I hope you had a good one. And I hope if you didn't, maybe you're putting too much on just that one day. Remember, love is every day. Love is in the air if we so choose it and accept it. We could be a force of love. And although love itself has many, many meanings, if we were ever going to take it into its purest form, if there's, yes, there was such a thing, and I only mean it in this way. There's that love that is common to all of us, but remember, we could love love, which sounds really lofty and pretty good, right? But you could love evil. So we're love evil, like, to me, right away when you say that term, it's like, or phrase, it's like, what? How is love being used properly here or not? And then that's when love becomes very a personal word, one that has its own unique meaning to yourself and into aspects of how you should be receiving it, how much of it should you be giving. I'm not saying you think about life in those terms, but sometimes you might have to put your guards up for whatever reason, maybe something to do with your history and the relationships you've had, which I hope are always going to be healing in your life. But again, coming back to love, you can't sometimes love the tough times, right? But you can forgive them. And if you want to know the truth, when I think about right now, and it was on my mind, but Corinthians 13, from the first book of Corinthians, written by Paul in the New Testament, the word love is actually not love, it's charity. In more common terms, you'll read mostly the Bible and today, and you'll see that it's love. But the word was charity. So charity connects with forgiveness. How? Well, sometimes we think about forgiveness in our modern way as like, somebody did me wrong, I need to forgive it, or I have to forgive it. It's really hurting me that I'm not forgiving it, or that's my take on it. Because when you can't forgive something, it's got to be hurting you. You can't be like free, right? So forgiving, is it I'm forgiving freedom? Maybe that's a great way to look at it. That's at least one angle that's coming to us on this video right now. So you are forgiving freedom, which is a good thing. Remember, because if you can't forgive something, you're holding that heat on your heart, on your body. It's going to wreck your health, maybe mildly, but mildly long enough can be very damaging. So again, just come to terms right away that forgiveness, charity, and when you think about the word, love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy. Yes, we understand that right away, but when you think about the word charity, it's going beyond that personal level where you can't even dispute the word. Charity is giving, right? Giving. Love is a giving thing. So I'm not saying let's start judging how the word love is being used or how are we expressing that power of that word. I'm just remembering or sharing with you that when it really comes down to what kind of love are you looking for, well, it's going to be a love of the giving kind, not the taking kind. And if you have to just start to think about it in those terms and weigh it out in those ways, the right kind of love, if you don't mind my saying, the charity kind of love is on the giving side, the forgiving side, okay? And if at any level you think you're struggling with something, you're only holding back from your freedom. And yes, you are letting somebody go from maybe an internal struggle you have about something that's happened to you, but where's that going? That's just eating you up. Honestly, it's doing nothing, but you're just being selective of keeping that around you. So forgive it. Give yourself that freedom. You're forgiving freedom. And you know what? Do you want to be not free? I mean, we have to do things in a certain way in our world, but we want freedom. And sometimes a freedom to feel, a freedom to think. Sometimes those are bountiful in and of themselves, right? So again, let's just start thinking about if we're missing something in our life, are we not giving something somewhere, maybe even giving the right thing to ourselves? And again, I'm digressing, but I think I wanted to just really capture some aspects of love, how we commonly use that word today. A reference to older texts of the Bible where that word love is actually charity, which is much more clear and cannot be misconstrued with anything else. Charity is forgiving, and forgiving means not taking. And when you can understand what that is, it's a freedom. Forgiving is a freedom. Forgiving, again, is a freedom if you can let go of past hurts, past things that may have happened that you didn't like, but you're not there today. So be free, my friends. Honestly, that's kind of a nice way that I'm glad that I could wrap this up with you, because I wanted to talk to my audience today. And anybody new that's watching, definitely like and subscribe if you feel it. Honestly, I like it when you feel it, and I'm sure you wouldn't do it if you didn't. But even if you don't, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, everybody be good. I'm going to reach for my mouse now and off this video. But you guys all have great days to come, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Peace and love.